guys, it's Queenie. Just wanted to share a quick project with you. If you watched my process video that I posted the other day, I made these background pages and then I did some stamping on them, and I chose to turn them into coasters, a little coaster set. I had these just from a friend of mine that actually did some tile work. They had these left over, and I asked for them and they gave them to me awesomely, whatever. Anyway, these are the finished, it's really a smooth surface, and then the bottom is rough. But you can get these at your local hardware store like Lowe's or Home Depot, and they're really cheap if you get this size, which is perfect for a coaster. So I grabbed me 4 of those, and then I took the papers that I made and I Mod Podged them onto the surface here. And I made sure all of the bubbles and all of the little humps and everything was nice and smooth, and I let it dry completely. And then I went ahead and just took my scissors and cut around. Then I took I can find it. So I'm not ready for this video at all. Well, of course I can't find it. Anyway, I have a little nail file that I took around the edges to make it nice and smooth. I haven't done it with these, but I've done it with these. Made everything nice and smooth and rounded, and I paid special attention to the edges, because some of these, like this right here is like really rough. I made sure that everything was nice and smooth. Then I took my Spectrum Noir black marker, and I went around the edges, and I did cover the bottom. I haven't painted this yet or sealed it. And then I took the tile and put the edge on it, kind of like this, and I let the edge be the guide, which gave me this straight kind of frame around it. It's very, for me, I have really shaky hands, so I was really trying to be careful. So yeah. So with these two, I actually first I took the Mod Podge and the glossy, and I went all the way around it, and you can see the sheen on that, I'm not sure, but I covered the entire thing and let it dry. The problem with this, I love this stuff, I truly do, but it's, for me, I guess it may be even where I live in North Georgia, so it's really humid here. It's still sticky. So as much as I love having the sheen on it, the stickiness of it all is just not going to work for me. So I went ahead and went back over it with the matte. So I'm hoping that will actually help with the stickiness of it all. But this is the finished product, and I really do like the way the stamping came out. I really do like it, and I wanted to go ahead and tell you a little bit about the stamping and how I did that, because I didn't show it in my process video. First, I took this, and pay no attention, I will explain all of this right here in a minute. Really large background stamp, and it's got really small script on it, and it's perfect. I love this for backgrounds. Then I took some Memento. This is lilac posies, and this one is grape jelly. So what I did with the stamping here is I went ahead and covered the entire stamp with my lilac color. Make sure all of it is inked up really well. And then what I did was I took the grape jelly and then went back over it just in a few spots. Just a little here and there. Okay. And then let me get a clear piece of paper so you can see what I'm going to do. So this is just regular Nina cardstock. And what I like to do with stamps this big is set whatever I'm stamping on top, because it gives you a lot more control. A lot of times when you're doing large stamps like this, you miss the middle, you don't get the edges very well. So I put my stuff on top when I'm stamping. So make sure everything is made contact. Okay, see where I've missed a little bit right here? That's okay for this particular project, not a big deal. But if you notice where I hit it with the purple, there's a slight variation of the color. Now, I didn't do it as dark as I usually would have, so it didn't show up as well. But there is a variation in the color. So I really like to do that just to give whatever I'm working on a little bit more interest. Secondly, what I did was I took, now you're gonna laugh, but it works. This is just a regular stamp that I had. And what I did was I took a foam shape. This is the butterfly, and this is the sticky back. So if you go and you find those sticky back foam pieces, grab you some, because you can make any of them a stamp. I mean, I know it's thin, but it's got a built-in cushion on it. They really stamp very, very well. So what I like to do is actually take my lighter color and go ahead and make sure that it's inked up really well. And then I take a darker color, in this particular instance purple, and I take it and I just hit the edges. What this does is it just gives a little bit more interest. It's not just a straight color, and it defines the edges. And I really like doing this technique. Get it on there straight. There we go. And this is actually, what is it, Color Box. It's the Petal Inks. It's the archival. Thank you. Alright, so here's this. I'm going to go ahead and go straight down. And, of course, I'm not on an even surface. But you can see the variation of the color, and even where I hit some of it, you can actually put like actual designs in it if you really wanted to. Not the greatest stamping job in the world. Let me do this again. You can also do a second generation, because this thing will hold some paint or some ink. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again. Legal this time. See how really nice and faint that is? But you still have the slightest color variation there on the corners. So there you go, guys. There is my little project share and just a few little tips that I used to make this particular project. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.